Okay. Now we're working. Think we might be. I hope we might be. If we are, someone stick a thumbs up under the thing or type a comment in or something. If I get hold of anybody at Microsoft, I will do very, very bad things to them. Constantly buggering up my computer. It does annoy me. Let's see. Have we got anybody? Oh, good. Yay! It works at last. For some strange reason, every time Microsoft decide to update my computer, against my will, despite me keep constantly turning off every update that's possible, they just turn them back on again when you're not looking. It screws up the streaming software and it doesn't recognize the microphone and have to uninstall everything, reinstall everything twice usually to get it to recognize the microphone. I've no idea why. It's very, very odd. But anyway, don't like the white one. What white one? Oh, the white microphone. I've got a white one and a black one. It doesn't make a difference. Right, where were we? Somewhere here I have got the price results. Now here we are. Interestingly, let's pause that one. I think last week we sold the most expensive thing we've sold so far on the Collector Connector, which was the Wurlitzer Jukebox for 1800 quid. And following that up nicely, this week we sold the cheapest thing so far for a whole £1. Look at that. A light spray. The camera's not very well exposed tonight, is it? Never mind. You don't look at me anyway. I'll probably adjust it on here somewhere. I won't fiddle with anything now. Yeah, so there we are. £1. So I'll let these run through the spares because I'm sure they're not terribly exciting to talk about. And while they're running through, yeah, I've been a busy bunny this week. I'm sure we're all a bit stuck with trying to find petrol from places and can't, which is really annoying, or diesel, whichever. It's particularly bad around Cambridge. I don't know why, but I've had somebody today come down from Norfolk. They said there's a little bit up in Norfolk, but as soon as you get to Cambridgeshire, there's just nothing. And somebody the other day from Lincolnshire said the same thing. So we seem to be a bit of a black hole here for fuel at the minute, which isn't helping matters. But hey ho, never mind, we'll carry on. So in the meantime, I've been busy reprogramming the website in its entirety, basically, which I'll show you in a minute how it's coming on. It's coming on nicely, looking good. It's principally to be able to bring in all the other sections and also make it for the other features I want to introduce, like the kind of help forum things that people have been talking about, and one or two other things I've got ideas for as well. So it's been a case of, well, not entirely reprogramming it from scratch. It will look pretty much the same, apart from it's tightened up a bit here and there. The work kind of the same, but it's the architecture it's built on, if you like, is different. As it needed to be. It's one of those jobs I've been putting off, but before I did any more of the site, I wanted to redo it. So I didn't have so much to redo, if that makes sense. So there we are. I'll show you in a minute where I'm up to on it. I'll just let these spares run through once or twice or something, and then we'll have a look. Right, let's see what anybody's got to say. Evening all. Paul Mitchell, hello. Peter, hello. David, hello. It's like getting GP News. Yes, GP News had a few technical problems, didn't they, as well, bless them. But then they had 60 million quid, I think, to start with. I had about 6, so, you know, I've got a bit of an excuse other than GB News. I haven't got a full production team. How's the Bimbo box coming on, Peter? All right, he's looking for a clean t-shirt. Put the same one on, we don't mind. Yeah, so I've had this one on all day. Actually, I think it's probably got some pizza juice on it, so fortunately I think the pizza juice is just out of shot, so that's okay. We won't worry about a bit of pizza juice. All good, loud and clear, all good. Don't like the white one. Oh, what, you don't like the white t-shirt? Bimbos are doing well. Case finished today. Glass going back on tomorrow. Refitted the original lock after getting the keys cut. Oh, that's good. Very unusual lock. Pictures coming over tomorrow. Marvellous. Obviously got a good locksmith up there then who can make funny keys. Evening, Andrew. My tea's gone cold when I was trying to sort the microphone out as well, so that's not very good. What I need to do is get a tea machine on my desk, I think. That would be a pretty good going, wasn't it? I think there's some coins just whizzed by there. Yeah, we sold some coins this last week. Another one of those stands for 25 quid again. Some Mills castings. There's some good spares, so... yeah, I've got a few more spares on the way as well. I've had a whole load of stuff on its way. I've just, as I say, because of the A, rebuilding the website, and B, all the issues people are having with transport generally, I haven't put any new stuff on this week. I'll leave it until I relaunch the website, which will probably be the middle of next week, and then I'll put a load of stuff on then. Hopefully by then, it'll be a bit easier for people to get some fuel if they want to come have a look at stuff. There's those two Seegers here. There's a nice Brian's Retriever coming today. Somebody managed to get it here, which was good. So that's nice. I'll perhaps try and snap a picture of that up on the Instagram later on. There's some horror stuff in. There's some more fairground stuff in. Yeah, there's quite a lot of interesting stuff actually. Talking to somebody about a load of collectible toys earlier on today. Yeah, so it's all going good, all going in the right direction. Apart from tech issues with microphones. Whoever bought the Bravo vendor, there's some cards. I think they finish this Sunday. To go, well, I say to go with, they come from somebody separately who saw it and put some cards in. They're listed in the spares section. So have a look at those. Where are we? The machines. Just these run through, and I'll show you a quick peek. Actually, I won't show you a quick peek. So I need to get another window up. Hang on a minute. How do I do this? I've got to. Apologies if the screen goes funny. I don't think it will. Let me try. If I do a new window over here, is that coming out? No, that's good. Right, I'll just let that play a minute while I've got to fire up my development server. Bear with me a moment. Of course, it doesn't want to. Hang on a minute. Let's see. Yes. This is not going to cut the connection off. It shouldn't do in theory. Just need to get connected into my local web server. Unable to connect. Okay. That's interesting. Why won't that connect? Let's try again. Try another one. Oops. New window. Okay, talk amongst yourselves for a moment. There we are. Local host running, server running. Good, good, good. Go to here. There we go. That's good. Start studio mode. That's what I need to do. I need to do that. Program. Preview. Preview. Demo mode. That's good. Right. Okay. Should be able to do this without. Hopefully the screen won't go black for a moment at least. Anyway. When I just tweak these things over here like this. and then I can show you the preview of the new website. Let's just do that there like that. And then get this one up on here like so. Sure, this is a bit of a riveting conversation. I do apologise. There we go. Goes on there. Right. If I put that up on here like that. Okie dokie. Right, there we are. Watch just out, look at this next spare part come up. This bell, £12. Somebody told me the other day that they threw away a whole box full of them, like a big box full of them, a little while ago. So they're well chuffed to see that sold for £7, I'm sure. Right, so here we go. Right, so this is the current website. It's a live feed as we're looking at the minute. Is that coming through the end? Yes, it is. Good, good, good. So on the new one, which is here, it says learning how to use the software. There we go. So layout's roughly the same. So each main category section will have its own kind of homepage, if you like. So the CoinUp one machine, CoinUp machines one looks like this, with a row of selling at the top. And then it will click through to every machine that's selling. A little bit of the wanted, again, which will click through to the full wanted list like it does at the moment. And then the big difference is, rather than having to mess around up here with all these complicated menus, all that will disappear basically. Will be simplified. So the info database and all the price history will be accessed off each of the main home pages. So off the CoinUp homepage, all the CoinUps, off the Fairground, all the Fairground, off the toys, all the toys, and so on and so on. So these tables will give you a guide of what we got. This is there might be a bit more because this is slightly old information off my development server, but that I'm playing with. So for example, in the slot machines, there's £1.5 million worth of prices, and it's split down into categories. So for instance, I don't know, wall machines there. Look, we've got 499 wall machines. So it's 499 different machines in the database. 911 auction prices. 486 photographs and 43 videos. Then the last one, I haven't done it, will be for archive and like book references and things. And if you click on any of these, like so, there we go. You see, it slides down, then splits wall machines into further kind of subsections like all-win type, catches, coin drops, and so on. And again, it shows you how many prices we've got for each one, how many photographs, how many videos, and so on. Then you click through those. So let's go to, I don't know, let's go to catches. And that brings up this page then with all the different catching machines on that we've got in the database at the minute. And again, with a little icon at the bottom, show how many pictures, videos, whatever we've got of anything, with a gap where we haven't got a picture yet. And then again, as per usual, click through to them, whatever, pick that one, and it goes back through to the item page. Obviously, that's just doing that, throwing up an error because I haven't got all the pictures stored on the development server. And there's a new button on here now, which will pull up. So whatever thing you're looking at, the maker in the case of slot machines, or it'll be like the brand in terms of things like enamel signs and the like, or the maker if it's toys, or the author if it's books, and so on. So basically the creator of whatever it was you're looking at. This button then, click that brings up a list of anything else made by that same creator. So in this case, all the machines made by masters, etc. Big back button. Or if we went to, I don't know, let's have a look at, let's see what you've got in jukeboxes, for example. There we are, so pick a jukebox, that one, Rockola. Very nice, 1426, click on that, And that brings up all the other ones made by Rockola and so on. In Rockola's case, they also made pin tables, trade stimulators and bits and bobs as well. So everything's kind of linked to each other all the time, so you can kind of, you know, if you're curious about what somebody else made, or in the case of books, let's go to that one there. So that one's by Robert Geddes. So that button will then show all the books Robert Geddes wrote, and so on and so on. So hopefully that makes sense. Where there's things, I don't have got anything for sale on this one. I don't think I have. Just because this is just I'm playing with with my sample data, so I don't know if I actually got. But the sales work exactly the same way. Stick your offer in. Wanted to work in the same way. They just be displayed a bit differently, a bit more tidier. All the old, like on the old website, just go back to that one again. So this is the current website, you know, which was a bit overly colourful. These different colours were basic when I was developing it to start with, just so I could keep track of which section I was in easily when I was programming things. So I knew the blue bit was the advertising, and the red bit was fairground, and the brown bit was slot machines. It's supposed to be kind of copper penny colour was the idea of it to my mind when I was running through programming. So I've done away with all those colours, so it's you know, back to our kind of elephant house monochrome grey. So you know, it concentrates you on the stuff you're buying, not all the not a bizarrely coloured website all over the place, which distracts somewhat. So that's a bit neater and tidier. And then from there, so then I can't show you. You have to wait till the website goes live, but it's much easier to link to everything now. So if you've ever tried to copy a link to a particular page to show somebody else, you know, the link in the address bar at the top of the website is a great big long strip of code. If I just pick on something, well, I don't know, randomly, I'll just go and pick on one. So for example, a role top is https://colon/as.co.uk/index.php ? S = coin-op and P = item and I = 1305, etc. On the new website, it will just be colcon.uk/item 1305, and that will take you straight there. If you want to go to the coin-op section, it's just colcon.uk/coin-op or /fairground or /books or whatever. So it makes it much easier to, if you want to go directly to a page or sending a link to somebody. And also that's important for when get the kind of the forum thing going, so you can paste links in, because if you're obviously talking about something in trying to do a post, and you're perhaps saying, well, I've got this machine and it's a bit like that machine, or I've got this sign but it's a bit different from that sign because the colour's different or whatever, and you're trying to show other things that you're talking about. Trying to cope with great big long links is a real pain. So nice short links, be easy to copy and paste into a forum post or discussion thread or whatever we're going to call them. So that's where one of the reasons behind that, and it makes just interlinking everything across the website much easier as well. So like with these, let's go back to the right screen again. Oh, I'm on the right screen, so I'm looking at the wrong screen. Let's say when you're looking through, I don't know, card vending fortune tellers, so you can see all the ones made by Argyle, etc. Pin tables, quickly pick out all the mechanical pin tables, bosh, 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 there you go, and so on and so on. And that being able to compare, you know, information to each other. And same when you go to the advertising section. So enamel signs, for example, look at the enamel signs. Oh yeah, lovely. Go to Book Bond. So these are coming up with errors because I haven't got the images in the file there, but I don't know, Coleman's. So this button, so rather than going to makers like I do with slot machines, with advertising, it goes to the brand. So more items related to Coleman's There's some more Science by Coleman's. I don't know, Neons, Coca-Cola, there's a good one. So if you like Coca-Cola stuff, you just click more things relating to Coke, and there's other things. Coke made, Coke mirrors, and so on and so on, etc., etc. So yeah, so that's what I've been up to. I say then this same format, the kind of a main home page for each section. Will be the same for the new sections that come on, so Autumnville and toys and film posters and memorabilia and stuff and whatever else. So it's a good way to organise everything. In theory, you should be able to get to any item in 4 clicks, I think I worked out. So for the main thing, so if you want to go to the home page over here. So if you're looking for a, was it 4 or 5 clicks? I can't remember. Let's try it out. Brian's 11s is our good old favourite. So that's a coin op machine. So go down the database bit. It's a Allwyn type wall machine. And it will be down here somewhere. What are we looking for? 11s is. Dum dum dum. Can't buy it myself. 11s is. There we are. 3. I think that was 3 clicks actually. And then I'll also do at the bottom here on the old site we've got. Let's go back to the old site there. Was I just showing you the wrong site? I probably was. Duh. Clicking on the wrong thing myself. Anyway, whatever. That one, that's what I want. I'll show you that again. Yes, so if you're looking for something in the database, we go to Brian 11s, coin op machines, scroll down to wall machines. It's an Allwyn type, and it's a, where are we? 11s, there we are. So it's like 3 clicks or something. But we'll also have, for example, at the bottom of the coin op page, the bit I've still got to program. So the next box down will be the maker list of all the maker names. So it'll be makers for slot machines. It will be authors for books. It will be brands for advertising stuff. Toys will be like toy makes like Hornby or Lego or Scalextric or whatever, and so on and so on. So there's always 2 ways to search for anything, either who made it or what the thing is. Yeah, so there we are. So let me go back to the current website. I keep forgetting I'm on the wrong. I've got 2 websites up tonight, so let's go back here. Just have a quick look at what's selling this Sunday. The darts machine, as I said before, I'm going to delay and do a video for, so we'll relist that for a week or a couple of weeks' time. So don't worry about that. It hasn't got a video on. So there's principally 5 machines finishing this Sunday. Another load of useful spares, including some Allwyn bits. Don't forget, if you're looking for Allwyn bits. Another one of those cast iron bases. And some springs and screws and bits and bobs. A couple of lots of coins. So keep an eye on all that. And as I say, this week, so I'm not going to list anything new now until probably the middle of next week. So the plan is, if I can get finished programming over the weekend, which hopefully I can. I'm quite a long way through it now. There's a few more bits to do with like the accounts side of things to tidy that up. Then we'll let this stuff that we're looking at now finish over this weekend. And people obviously get notified on Monday morning if they've bought it or not, and let those sales go through. Then probably if I can get some diesel, I've got to go out Tuesday to a meeting about a theatre job. So the current plan is Tuesday night, sort of middle of the night, I'll take the website down and put the new one up. And that hopefully won't take me too long, fingers crossed. I can't sort of do it a page at a time, to say it's actually a completely different way it works and the way it all links together. So I can't just upload a page at a time like I've been doing over the past few months, as we constantly improving things. We've literally got to take the whole website down and reload it. So all your information, importantly, is separate. So any offers you've made, anything you've bought, sold, all your account details, all your buys, sales, your favourites, your collection lists, all that stuff won't be affected. Because the website actually lives on 2 separate computers, the database server and then the web server where all the pages live, as it were. So the database server is not being touched. It's just all the stuff will come off the web server and be reloaded. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it should be okay and shouldn't cause too many problems. As I say, it's all working on my development server. I'm testing it as I go, which is the same setup as a web server is. And then, in the week, we'll just iron out any little tweaks that pop up, because there's bound to be something I've missed. I missed a little comma off in the code somewhere and something doesn't quite work, or an image doesn't show, or a link doesn't work, or something. Obviously, it's a pretty complicated site, and to try and test every possible permutation is nigh on impossible. So as usual, we'll rely on you all to have a play with it and let me know if anything doesn't work as you think it should do. And then from there on, we'll roll out the other sections. Horror stuff for October, for Halloween. And get some fairground stuff up, because there's loads here. I'm just sort of stuck at the minute to display it, because I'm trying to empty a big shed here. Some stables, and I can't until I can move some other stuff, which I can't until I can get some diesel to put in the truck. So everything is kind of ground to a bit of halt really on that score. But there we are, that's where we're at, I think. Shall I go back? Shall we have another spin round of the prices? Anybody who missed them, if I do that, they should come up again. There we go. And ooh, that tea's horrible. Ugh. There we are. Any questions, any comments, any observations? Anybody still listening or have bored you all to tears? Do let me know. This weekend, I'm here in Cambridge all weekend because I can't go anywhere because I've got no fuel. Having said that, I might pop out and try and find some if I ring around the garages and find any anywhere. So if you're coming, just let me know when you want to come. Monday, I'm not sure about yet. So next week, just keep in touch. Alan Carrier is coming again on the 8th, I think, next Friday, I believe. So if you've got anything that needs going on the Carrier, again, let me know, get in touch, and we'll sort that out. I still haven't put a page up with his details on. I keep meaning to do it. I just haven't got around to it. I'll do it on the new site. It'll be more organised. So that should take care of everything, because there's quite a lot of stuff here at the moment that people have bought and haven't been able to come and fetch. But it's not a problem, but mainly at the minute because no one can get anything new in either. But yeah, it's just more stuff for me to fall over. So there we are. So I hope you're all managing with the current dodgy fuel situation. Everyone's managing to keep afloat. It does seem around here we're in a particularly bad area, as I said earlier on, so I'm hoping that's going to change soon. It's not good for my patience, to put it mildly. There we are. Yeah, I'm sure there's something else I was going to say. I can't remember what it was. So, new website, new listings when we relaunch the site next week. Weekend, if you want to come over the weekend, not a problem. Carrier on the 8th. Can't think what the other thing was. It'll come to me. Peter, well, that's a lot of work. Looks better though when we find a way around again. Yeah, hopefully it'll be easier to find your way around. It's trying to get rid of that bit clunky menu system. And also on the new one, you've noticed before, when you scroll on the old website and the current website, when you scroll down the page, the menu bar at the top disappears, scrolls off out of the way. So you have to go all the way back to the top again to get to the menu. So on the new one, the menu sticks at the top. It's a sticky menu. And there won't be so many drop-down things all the time as well. They'll be reduced, just probably a line of icons to the things you need to get to easiest. So, and as I say, getting to all the information, get to the price records and things which people find very useful for whether they're buying anything on this site or buying something somewhere else on eBay or at an auction somewhere or whatever. You know, it's always been a thing that people have liked, is that huge database of prices. So I think there's £1.5 million worth of slot machine prices. There's something like £10,000 worth of spare prices, believe it or not. Just as a big useful reference source, but it was kind of a little bit clunky to get to that information quickly. It's all there, but people were having a bit of trouble finding it. So hopefully the new layout will be much easier to find stuff. And so my aim was to get to everything within 4 clicks, which was something this complex is a challenge to do. But fingers crossed, I think we cracked it. Peter, any more large arcade bits coming? Yes. There is a thingamajiggle. That's really helpful, isn't it? There's a thingamajiggle. That's just what you need. You need a thingamajiggle. Hang on a minute. It will come to me. Thingamajiggle, thingamajiggle, thingamajiggle. One of them, I'll just let these machines, as we nearly end the machines again, go through. Hang on a minute, if I go back to here, you press the right button. Just doing things differently because I've got 2 lots of website up tonight on the screen, which I don't usually have, so it's confusing me. Sega. Yeah, that Mad Money, 750. There's another Mad Money in. And the double top, that went out today actually. Chap managed to get some petrol, come and collect the double top, so that was good. Yes, so we've got one of these coming in, Magic Roundabout. And puppet machine, Pelham puppets. What other big stuff do I know about? I was talking to somebody about a couple of mutoscopes. Yeah, everything's kind of just depending on the transport at the minute. It's a real pain, especially moving big things, obviously, that you can't really easily get on a carrier. But yeah, watch this space, as they say. Thanks for the preview of the site update. Looking forward to trying it out next week. Yeah, hopefully you'll all give it a good, thorough try. And bombard me with messages of things that don't work. But yeah, fingers crossed it'll all be okay. And everything will work as it should do. Let's just go back to the thing that's selling this weekend. There we go. Fuelers are right down here, David says. Yeah, it seems West Country seems to be okay. I was talking to somebody else earlier today about it, and I said, yeah, you know, we're a bit near the big refineries down in Swansea Way and whatnot, along the Cardiff, Swansea, wherever they are, along the bottom of Wales there. But over here in the rural Cambridgeshire, we're kind of a long way from any refinery. So I think the tankers are just not getting as far as us. And also somebody else had the interesting theory, which is probably right, that a lot of people around here work in London and commute, so you get for a lot of fuel, whereas people who live in cities often don't travel that far. Not many people live in cities and work it in the countryside. So once they've all filled their car tanks up, they're all kind of full. And then kind of very rural areas, well, there's just not many people, so it doesn't take so long to restock the fuel. But places like this, where there's a lot of people and a lot of them work a long way away, we get through a lot of fuel as a county, apparently. Who knew? But there we are. Yeah, so there we are. Peter's off, nighty night. I look forward to seeing more Bimbo progress. Anybody got anything else they need to ask? If not, I'll be back Sunday night as usual. At the usual time. Hopefully we'll be on time. Hope now I've got the microphone reset again and working. And we just run through the stuff that's finishing on the Sunday night in case there's any last minute questions. My phone's twinkling at me. And I should know then for definite what night I'm going to do the website changeover. But so I'm aiming for Tuesday night, but it might be Wednesday night. Just see how it goes. And yeah, should all be good. We have a nice, clean, new, fresh website with loads of stuff on it for sale. Or by the end of next week, loads of stuff anyway. And hopefully accelerate kind of rapidly from there with, you know, bring some of the other kind of categories to life. Now we've got it sussed, hopefully. So any more questions, comments, or anything we need to know about? If not, I'll sign off and go and make a nice hot cup of tea. My stress levels have slightly calmed down from Microsoft issues again. Trouble is, so many people use it. I have to develop stuff on a Microsoft computer most of the time to make sure it's compatible with most people. Though the web servers run on Linux, of course, like most of them do. It's a weird thing. Almost all the world web servers, like 99 point something percent, I think, run on Apache servers, Linux servers, Unix servers, all the same thing. Because it's much faster, much better, much more secure than Windows ever knows how to be. And yet most people's actual computers run on Windows, which is just crap, instead of running on Linux, which is lovely and fast and light and does what you tell it to. Anyway, rant over. Right, I think that's probably it then for tonight. It's 9 o'clock, so I'll sign off. Should we just get around to these last few prices in case anyone joined us last? Because there's only... hang on a minute. I was going to go back to the... I'll just run through the slot machines again. I'll just bring them up. There we are. If I pause that there. Dave says, don't stress, you're doing a great job. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Nice to get an occasional compliment. I don't get many. So yeah, as it just... oh, why has it done that? Hang on a minute. I didn't want it to do that. What I was going to do... Why won't it let me do what I want it to do? That's annoying. This is what I was going to do. I was just going to run through the prices. That was it. There we go. Play just as I was signing off, just in case anybody else had joined us in late to see the machine prices, as the Tuesday's stream was a bit naff due to bad internet connection. So we had the little Bravo machine, card and gum that made 182. There's some cards finishing this weekend. If you've got one or if you bought that one, don't miss the cards that are selling in the spare section. The nice little Gretchen 21 trade stim, little blackjack stim, very nice, 466. And then the roulette machine, that rare Jameson, 500. It's in really nice condition, that. So yep, that was okay. And the jackpot all win. There's a fake jackpots in there, quite a good fun machine, 523. And the Sega Monaco, a very lovely retro-y kind of British racing green Formica with a cream stripe. Very nice, nice if you're a car collector, that one. The Mad Money, 750. And then top slot this last week was, unsurprisingly, the Brian's double top, the last one they ever made, so probably the last machine they ever made, apart from the few odd ones they made just for collectors itself, but it's probably the last machine they manufactured. Made 1466. There we go, it's gone to a good home. Not the chap who owns the number one that I sold a few years ago, I hasten to add. And yeah. So there we are. Well done, Steve, not worth stressing. That's 2 compliments in one night. Thank you very much. I'm liking that. That's probably a good time to sign off, isn't it, before somebody starts not complimenting me. So there we are. So we'll catch up. I'll just put a note on here. Next stream. Oops, I can't spell. I should copy and paste this before I start, shouldn't I? Next stream, Sunday, 8:05 PM, as usual. See you then. There we go, that will do for anybody who catches on later on. So have a good weekend. If you're coming, just let me know when. I'm around all weekend, and I'll catch you on Sunday night. I'm off for a cup of tea. Nighty night.